Okay. In your theater?
It's actually the first HD projector. It was initially $4,500, and it was the first one. They dropped the price to $2,500. It was the very first HD projector to sell for under $3,000.
Okay.
At the time, and that's been 2008. The bulb that came with it died after 3 or 4 months. I bought one off of eBay for a third of the price of the actual Mitsubishi bulb. They were extremely expensive back then.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still going. I've had to reset the lamp timer twice now. So that lamp timer's got
turned over.
Yeah, it's got probably close to 6,000 hours on it.
Wow. Did you have a protection plan on any of that?
No.
Okay.
I bought that at extreme discounts.
I see.
Online.
Well, what we're going to do here is you'll notice there's several companies and brands. Some of them we've talked about, some we haven't. We're not going to do all of them, but we're essentially going to place these. Oh, I forgot to move that one. It's just right in the middle. Let's move that out of the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to place a few of these on this grid or this map based on a couple criteria. One, the horizontal axis, we're going to think of that as the trust axis. So the more to the left we place something, the more that indicates that you do not trust that company or that brand. Move it to the right, it indicates more trust. Up and down has to do with ease. Okay, so this could mean ease of use. It could be ease of getting a hold of somebody at that company. You know, ease will be whatever you want it to be. I might ask you about what you mean by it, but it's up to you. Okay. So let's do one together, and we'll kind of get a sense for how this works. Which brand either stands out to you for a good reason, or it could be a negative reason?
Amazon, definitely.
Okay. Let's do Amazon. So first of all, how far left or right should I put Amazon for trust?
I guess all the way to the right. Don't trust anyone with my car keys.
Okay. We're finding that that's pretty common. The level of trust also depends on the kind of car it is. So,
right.
What do you have?
I have a 89 Acura fully restored, 2000 Chevrolet pickup.
Okay.
Completely showroom condition. It was my stepfather's.
Wow.
And I have a 2015 Lexus.
So nobody's driving those.
Right.
Okay. So Amazon goes almost all the way to the end. Is that fair? Okay. And then as far as ease, so super easy, somewhat easy, or not easy, all the way up?
All the way up
okay.
To the right.
Is that fair? Right there? Okay. So you see, these can be placed. I'll just show you an example. You know, you might trust them just a little bit, but they could still be very easy. So that would go here. Another example might be, I don't trust them at all, but they're very easy. Or I don't trust them and they're very hard, or anywhere in between. So this is kind of the ultimate position here. You trust them as much as you would trust anybody, and they're very easy to work with. Now I'll let you go ahead and you can just pick one of these, and let's do another one.
Okay.
And again, it doesn't have to be a company you like. If there's anything up here you don't like, that's fine too.
Asurion, I've had pretty good. Well, I put them all the way to the right. They've been good to me.
Okay.
I've never had an issue with them.
And tell me again how you know about Asurion.
Like I said, they used to run the Walmart protection plans, and I have filed several claims with them, and they do what they say they're going to do. Like basically, they trust you to send them back whatever's broken, but they don't wait. It says when you purchase the plan that they will reimburse you when they receive the item, check it out, or do whatever. Actually, they'll reimburse you as soon as UPS scans it, receive it into their system. So I've always had a pretty high opinion of them.
And that was a surprise to you?
Initially it was. Now it's not, but that's why I'm kind of apprehensive about Walmart switching to there's Square Trade. I don't know if Allstate's always on Square Trade, but I've had pretty good. I think I filed a claim with Square Trade maybe once or twice, and I've actually had pretty good luck with them. So, but I don't know and never have looked into it. to see if Allstate's always under them.
My understanding is they have not always owned them, but they've owned them for a long time,
Okay,
maybe years.
right.
Let's do Square Trade. Do you see it on the left? Where would they go?
Probably there.
So, and I just want to make sure we're clear. So it's a little less trust than Amazon and Asurion, but is it easier? It seems to be higher on the easy
No,
scale.
I didn't. Actually, okay. We'll go that route.
Or you could bring Square Trade down. It doesn't matter. Whichever is the easiest for you. But I just want to make sure that it's representing accurately what you're trying to say.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
And that's just because I haven't used them as much, but I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about them. They've done me right, but I've used Walmart plans a lot. I mean, I've filed claims and they've always done what I wanted to do.
So why is Square Trade slightly less on the trust scale?
I just haven't used them as much, and they're more expensive. I mean, the Walmart plans are cheap, just dirt cheap. And Amazon actually uses Square Trade now. And I know they used to use Asurion too, as far as I know. But like I said, every time I've filed a claim with anybody using Asurion, it all works the same way, because that's, they're the ones that handle it, whether it's under Walmart or anyone else. But yeah, I've always had good luck with it.
Okay. Let's do a couple more. Let's do AT&T over on the right. So I know you haven't been with them very long, but
I've been home for 20 years.
Fair enough.
20 plus since the 80s.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you equate AT&T home services with AT&T mobile? Do they feel similar or the same?
The bill is bundled,
Okay.
because I got a discount on the internet, but I would say I trust them somewhat, but it's an uphill battle. I have to fight with them. And now, the way I fight with them, I don't even mess with them. I don't argue with them. I just call them up. If I'm mad, I just tell them to get me to their cancellation department right now. And that way I'm not going to explain myself to 10 different people. Just put me through the cancellation department, and then when you get to that person, it's usually American that can understand you, what you're saying, and genuinely will try to help you. And then I get things done pretty quickly, or go up the chain. I had a problem with my parents' car years ago when they bought a new, fairly expensive van and had nothing but issues with it. I got within one step of the CEO of General Motors. I got to the person right under him, or her at the time. So, I mean, at Moody Bank, I had a problem with Moody Bank cashing a money order, and I was in a Kroger at Pearland, and the manager refused to do it. Then there was a VP that happened to be there. He refused to do it. And I said, hold on 1 minute. I called up Robert L. Moody himself, the D. Moody of the whole Moody empire. That thing was cashed within 5 minutes.
Wow.
So, I mean, that's just how I do it. If I have an issue with a restaurant, I don't like wasting time with people. I call them up and I tell them to give me the name and number of the district manager right now. And then the manager will come on, because they don't want it to escalate beyond that, and they'll take care of it.
Let me ask you this. So AT&T is difficult in your experience. I think you've explained clearly why you trust them with, handling your service that you're paying for. But Asurion does the insurance for AT&T, and Asurion is way up in sort of the best position for you. Does that partnership between Asurion and AT&T, does that matter to you at all? Does it change how you think about it?
Well, actually, I didn't know that Asurion handled the AT&T protection plan, but there's still two different companies. As far as issues with the phone, which I haven't had any yet, I really don't expect much of a problem, especially now that I know that that's who handles it. But it's just the AT&T service in general, not necessarily mobile.
Yeah.
But they try to get things over on you. They try to charge you for things that you either don't have, or if they make a mistake, you get charged. And unless you find it, they're not going to come clean. They're not going to come tell you that we made a mistake. So I just called them up, and like I said, since that's how they treat me, I don't waste time with them.
Okay. Well, let's do something, just a slight different approach here. Suppose, let's think about AT&T for this purpose, just as your mobile, okay? Does the fact that Asurion, a company you've worked with before, even though you just learned today that they do the insurance for AT&T, you have experience with them, does that move AT&T at all, knowing that they partner with Asurion on covering your phone? Or does it not?
Well, it doesn't really matter, because when I say uphill battle, I'm talking about AT&T, the company, not the protection plan for the phone. But, I mean, knowing that is very good, but I don't equate. All I'm doing is getting my bill bundle, getting a discount on home internet. I tried to fight for that. Different people, and that's what really annoys me about AT&T or a lot of companies. People don't communicate with each other. They don't know what's going on in their own company. I mean, when I bought this phone, I asked the guy, first of all, I found out later that the store I got it from was not an actual AT&T company store, but I still was able to get done what I wanted. But I asked if I could get that internet bundled, and I wanted the $40 a month price for the highest internet speed I could currently get where I live. I mean, a mile down the road, I could get the best that they had pretty much. But so he said yes. So I went ahead and got the phone. And when I called to get that set up, they said no. So then I was furious. And I said, I'll tell you what, let's just, and then I hung up with them. I called back, and then that person said yes. I said, we'll set it up. Oh, no, we can't do that. So I was furious. Then I said, cancel everything. And then that's when I got through the cancellation department, and they were able to do it. Just the other people, that's why I don't like the foreign call centers. They don't know what they can do or what they can't do. Mm-hmm. And they get confused, and I don't like to explain myself, 10 times to 10 different people. And then the call gets disconnected, and I have to start from scratch, go through 20 different menus to get to a live person.
What if you had the option of chatting with somebody instead of calling? Or texting? It
just depends on the company. I mean, if it's going to be a long, drawn-out ordeal, I'm trying to get some major changes, I don't want to do that. I want to get on the phone, get my message across, and get off.
Are there issues that you would prefer chatting or texting?
I mean, if it's something simple that can be taken care of quickly, that I don't have to waste a lot of time. See, that's another reason that I held off on smartphones, because I didn't figure I would ever text, and I still don't have to text any more than I have to, because I can say what I need to say and get off the phone twice as fast as I can sit there and type it out.
So texting is specifically on a phone, but what about chatting via a computer? Is that a little better for you? Or
I mean, like I said, it just depends on the situation.
Okay.
I mean, if it's something simple, it won't take much time, I'll be more than happy to chat. I've done it. Okay, I've done that a few times. Plus, chatting's good for after hours, because a lot of times, you can't reach anybody to speak with because it's closed or whatever. But chatting, they stay open, different hours, sometimes 24/7.
Okay. We've covered a lot of ground. I want to be sensitive to the time that we have allotted here. So I'm going to run in the back real quick and check with my colleagues, see if there's